There's also this whole generation of kids who went to therapy once a week instead of church, and
yes,
what a weird
But okay, so
what is going? I don't know.
The tech anarchist in me is it's the same fucking damage as far as I'm concerned.
It's a similar damage, but at least church you're there with other people.
Oh, especially if you're Catholic though, you're telling the priest everything you'd tell to a fucking right. Is that the point?
Well, yeah, that's one of the points.
One of the you know what I mean.
I caught on early to that one though.
Right.
It's glory, holy.
Well, there are so many parts of this world that's trying to brainwash you, and if you're like Charlie's very spiritual, genuinely so. I think you're a genuine Christian at the end of the day. But just realize that most conduits or most people who are trying to save you are actually trying to control you, in my opinion.
No, yeah, I hope to be a self-help mentor, as in. You got this.
Yeah, exactly, right? But to get back to the Clintons real quick, they had that deposition. Hillary was all overconfidently being yeah, I'll go. I'll fucking testify. I'll be interviewed. And she spent the whole time losing her fucking mind saying she never met Epstein in her life.
Lock her up. Dude, I'm not with her.
She's a personal enemy of mine. You might not know this, ladies and gentlemen, but I have a lot of health problems, and the healthcare companies give me a significant amount of problems all the time. And you can root all this back, the kind of power these healthcare companies have. The Hillary Clinton selling the fuck out back in 98, 97.
No, yeah, I was gonna mention that because you were talking about everybody just being all pilled out, and that shit started in her. Yeah.
That was
during
her pet
that time,
project was health, and she completely sold out. She sucked more corporate dick than anybody on the planet at this point.
Just went full big pharma, and then what happened?
And I'm still dealing with the repercussions of it 25 years later.
No, and then what happened was the whole country got traumatized, and then we went to war, so a whole generation got traumatized, so that they all could come back and be
in the health system. I'm convinced that in the age of the frozen dinners, that's where some of these chemicals are introduced that would eventually make me have to depend on intravenous medical drugs for the rest of my life, that sort of thing. That if you eat those all the time because your mother's too pilled out to fucking make you dinner, then eventually you're gonna have some bad health problems down the line. You know what I mean? I think it's been since birth. I was designated to have this problem. My mom apparently was designated to be a pilled out fucking junkie. All of our lives are pre-written before we're born, before we even thought of. But no, I think that's true. But I think that obviously we can wake up, we can liberate ourselves from this control. It takes a lot of different work. But once you're awake, though, not once you're woke. But once you're awake, then it's time to put some action to your thoughts here. Then it's time to and don't tell anybody what you're doing. Let it cook. Just think about ways that you can change the world. Save it.
No, I think you have free will, and I think free will that we can use is this consent or to not consent. So basically,
but we've talked about that before.
Convenience is the killer, and you get to choose.
We've gone over this before.
You could follow your algorithm. It's an illusion. If you want.
It's an illusion of free will, in my opinion. It's an illusion of free will. You don't really get to consent. I didn't get to consent to eating cheap food because my mom was fucking poor.
Yeah, but you get to consent to it now or not?
Sure, now
because you're awake.
Yeah, but
so wake up, consent or don't consent.
But it's not true free will. I can only eat a certain selection of this food. at any certain time.
For the
it's not like I get all the
convenience.
food in the fucking world.
But
It's not like I get all the options in the world. I don't have
Agreed.
free will. I have a very
Well,
limited amount of choices, so free will doesn't exist.
You have a free will amongst the choices your environment provides.
That's not free will. If that's free will, then God's a fucking pussy. You're telling me that free will is I get to choose between 12 items as opposed to an infinite number of them? Fuck God.
No, you get to have whatever you want. It just takes more time or more effort or whatever.
It's impossible.
But,
What you're saying is impossible.
No, yeah, why not? What are you talking about?
I think that free will is a romantic idea, but I think it starts and ends there.
Nah. What? Nah.
I think that we're completely dominated by corporate infrastructure to the point where free will is just an illusion. And like, dude,
I think mind
we don't
control's
even get
real.
to choose who we fuck. We fuck people based
think
on proximity, based on fucking like how much money we make, based on education and class background. We don't choose anything in our lives.
Or you choose not to fuck, or you choose...
Even that, even a choice not to fuck is something that's been psychologically programmed in you from some sort of corporate infrastructure.
or you choose to move. Or you choose to, like, you choose, man.
This is weird.
You
I
could
feel like
choose.
we've
You can make decisions that alter reality. That's magic.
but they're all decisions that were mapped out. It's just choose your own adventure. It's they have all of the different endings already written.
There are options, but there are also crossroads at the end of that option.
No, they have every option already written. Unless, I mean, fuck, dude.
You could even be creative and invent a crossroad. In the middle
You can
of
think that you
something.
created and invented a crossroad if you want.
Yeah, exactly.
You have the fucking right to choose what you do.
No, I
that goes
think-
against every conspiracy you've ever told me.
I think the bank and material world is controlled by them. I think your ability to choose is not.
To choose between the banks? Woo!
No,
Yay!
you could choose not a bank.
You could, and then make me essentially
That's what I'm saying.
cut out of society.
The cost is convenience.
So this is a
and that's
Christian
how-
free will. This is if you use it, you get punished for it.
The cost is convenience, and you've been mesmerized by this convenience as a culture, as a society. We've been blobbed out and no longer able to fend for ourselves just like they wanted. And now we need to suck at the government teat.
Free will is
But
not
we
worth
don't
thinking about.
Actually, people had survived for millennia without this bullshit. So, ergo, I bet you we could do it again, and probably even with more skill, because we have kind of, if not actual knowledge, genetic knowledge of it. So
Free will isn't worth thinking about until we actually have freedom in our lives in this country.
you do. That's
don't.
where it starts with your free will.
No,
Then
we
you
don't.
have
We
freedom.
still have to invent freedom. We still have to hack freedom. We still have to clench it from the jaws of death.
You don't get to invent reality as in you start with a blank paint page and then draw on it.
No.
You have to deal with the options available of your environment.
We have to liberate
But
the
within
options
that,
available in our
I
environment.
mean, you could create another option if that's what
No,
you
we
wanna
need to
do.
liberate
That's what I'm
options in
saying.
general. I shouldn't be. What do you mean I have free will? That's free
You
will.
can choose
then
not a
God's
bank.
fucking pussy.
You got this.
You could. Exactly. Right?
Dude, I'm not.
Free will isn't worth thinking about until we actually have freedom